Hello and welcome to another video from Midas Touch Toys, Games, Collectibles, and today we are looking at the 2003 release by Corgi from their Doctor Who series of die-cast models. Now this particular set was released for the 40th anniversary, which ran from 63 to 2003, and included a series of die-cast models that had previously been released separately. Okay, so this is the box that it comes in. And it says Doctor Who 1963 to 2003. You've got an image of the Tardis on the right, and you've got an image of the Cyberman on the left, and at the bottom you've got the Corgi logo. Now this particular item is also been endorsed. It's been autographed by Tom Baker, who was the 4th Doctor. And if you look in the centre of the cutout, it says Tom Baker, Doctor Who 4. And it does also include a certificate of authenticity, which is in the box, but we get to that in a moment. But before we actually do, let's turn the box around and have a look at what is printed on the back. Okay, so I've turned the box around and you can see at the bottom there you've got the die-cast models that are contained inside the film canister. So you've got the 4th Doctor sitting in Bessie, you've got the 4th Doctor just opening the doors and poking his head out of the Tardis, you've got the Cyberman, you've got the Dalek, you've got Davros, you've got K9, and you've got the 4th Doctor on his own just holding his hat on. And the box says Doctor Who 1963 to 2003. It says Doctor Who was first transmitted on November the 23rd, 1963, and by the end of the 1960s, the BBC television programme had enthralled a generation of children. The police telephone box and the electric voice Daleks had become household icons. The 1970s saw the National Institute of Doctor Who grow up, with adults outnumbering children in the continually climbing audience figures. In January 1970, Doctor Who returned to full colour, and advances in technology have produced more believable monsters. By the 1980s, Doctor Who was the longest running science fiction television series in the world, having millions of fans all around the globe. This unique Corgi range of Doctor Who collectibles has been produced to celebrate the 40th anniversary of this great sci-fi phenomenon. Okay, so that's the back of the box. I'm just going to turn the box to the side and see what we got on the side of the box. So it says on here, Doctor Who 1963-2003, item number TY96203, Doctor Who 40th anniversary gift set. And you've got the BBC and the Corgi logos on there. Okay, so without further ado, I'm going to open the canister up and let's have a look at what's on the inside. Okay, I've taken the canister out of the box, and just before I open the canister up so we can have a look at the models themselves, I just wanted to show you the front of the tin. And there you can clearly see Tom Baker's signature, Doctor Who number 4. And there is the certificate of authenticity. This is to confirm that the item accompanying this certificate is a limited edition. Tom Baker signed 40th anniversary Doctor Who gift set, limited to 200 examples, and it's signed by Christopher Paul, who is from Diecast Legends or Grand Prix Legends. Okay, so that is the certificate of authenticity. That's the front of the canister. I'm now going to open the canister and we can actually have a look at the diecast models themselves. Okay, so I've removed the lid of the canister and I've opened it, and there's this plastic shield which is covering the item. We're just going to take that off, and there we can see the actual items. So we've got K9, the Doctor, the 4th Doctor, the 4th Doctor in Bessie, the Cyberman, the Dalek, the Doctor in the Tardis, and Davros. So I think what I'm going to do now, actually, I'm going to take the models out of the canister where we can have a look at them individually. Okay, so I have removed the models from the canister and they're all now in front of me. So let's look at them individually, I think. So we're going to start off from left to right. So the first one we've got is K9. Now K9 is die-cast. He's got wheels on the bottom that he can move along with. He's got a tail at the back there. But there's no other functionality. It literally is just a die-cast model with rolling wheels, and it says on the bottom Doctor Who, BBC TV. So that is K9. Now, if I just get a ruler, we can see just how big K9 is. So So you can see from head to tail, K9 is 2 inches long. So not a particular big model, but a nice little compact one. Fairly detailed, nice little model, but good solid. Okay, the Fourth Doctor. Well, the Fourth Doctor, it feels like plastic actually. It says Corgi Doctor Who logo, BBC TV. Now, he's definitely not die cast. This figure is just plastic, and he stands. What are we looking at? We're looking at 9 centimeters, maybe 9.5 centimeters tall. Actually, I'm a little bit disappointed in that because I thought he was die cast, and he's not. He's actually made of hard plastic, so there's no functionality at all. Not a great likeness to Tom Baker either. A little bit disappointed with that figure actually. Okay, on to Bessie, and I think Bessie looks fantastic. It's a lovely little model. Again, the Tom Baker figure is plastic. The car is die cast. You've got the screen there. It's got the Who 1 number plates on, and it does have 3 rolling wheels. But yeah, that's a lovely looking model. It's a shame about the figure. Again, I'm pretty disappointed with that figures, because the figures aren't plastic. They're not die cast, and they're not a great resemblance to the Fourth Doctor. So that is a great disappointment. Okay, Cyberman. Now this Cyberman is very good. He is a lovely looking figure. Again though, he's plastic. He's not die cast. And on the back it says Corgi Doctor Who and Cyberman and BBC logos. So, but he's a very good looking figure. And again, he's going to be he's about 7 centimeters tall, I think. It's about the same as the Fourth Doctor. Maybe a little bit taller than the Fourth Doctor, but a nice looking figure. And then we get onto the Dalek. Now the Dalek is die cast metal. It does have some plastic components, which is the eye stalk, the gun, and the sucker. Again though, 3 rolling wheels, and it says Corgi, Doctor Who, and Dalek on the bottom. And again, because he's 3 rolling wheels, he does move very nicely. I think that's a terrific model of the Dalek, very well detailed, and looks great, especially when rolling across the table or the floor or what have you. Very nice model that is. And size wise, again, we're looking at about 6 centimeters. So it's about maybe just a little bit smaller than the Fourth, or about the same size as the Fourth Doctor. Okay, then we are on to the Tardis itself. Now this is all die cast, and the figure is die cast, so this is a little bit better. Nice model of the Tardis, and it says on the bottom Corgi, Doctor Who and Tardis, and BBC, probably the BBC. It's not a flashing light, it's just a light on the top. It doesn't light up, and there's absolutely zero functionality on this. But an idea of size, we are again looking at 6 centimeters tall, by about 3.5 centimeters square. So that's a TARDIS. Again, it's a nice looking model, but again, there's no functionalities. And finally, on to Davros, who again a die-cast base, but a plastic figure again. On the bottom, it's got Corgi, Doctor Who, and Davros, copyright BBC and Terry Nation. It does have 3 rolling wheels, so it does roll across the floor, just like the Dalek. And he's probably about the same height, similar height again. So, yeah, 6 centimeters tall. So, that is the 7 figures that come in the tin. The best thing about this, though, is the fact that it's been autographed by Tom Baker. So what we're looking at here is a limited edition set, which was limited to only 200 pieces worldwide. And that's because of the Tom Baker autograph. Now, this particular set was only released for a short time anyway from Corgi, because it was for the anniversary year. So it was released for that year. And then after that, the set was discontinued. So There's not a great deal of them around in this particular set, and certainly even less around that have been autographed by Tom Baker with a certificate of authenticity. But as usual, we at Midas Touch have managed to find one or two of these, which are currently available to purchase on the Midas Touch website, which you can get to quite simply by clicking the link below. It will take you straight to the website where you'll be able to find this and many other vintage Doctor Who items, and many other vintage toys, games, collectibles. Come to that. There's over 10,000 products currently on the website for you to view and purchase at your leisure. And also don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because we're uploading videos for every new item that goes into the website. There will be something for everybody. I'm absolutely sure you're not going to want to miss that, because we literally have thousands and thousands of more products that we are shooting videos for and uploading on a daily basis. So there's something in particular you're looking for, something old that you've never been able to find, something quirky you want for a friend, or maybe just something from your childhood that you'd like to own again to help you recuperate those long lost childhood memories. Well, stay tuned, keep watching, because you never know, the next item could be the one you're looking for. So that is it for me on this particular item. I hope you've enjoyed this very short video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.